Final verdict, CaseOh's over guilty. All right, today we're putting CaseOh's Goob Lagoon water park on trial. We're gonna examine the possible lawsuits and crimes he could face. And remember, this video is for educational and entertainment purposes only and does not constitute legal advice. Let's get into it. First, we're gonna analyze guest safety. Let's check out these clips. Starting with CaseOh is injured. Is that person dead?
CaseOh?
What? Someone drowned in the pool. And he's not doing anything. What are you doing, man? Oh, now someone just slipped here. Oh my gosh. Why are there no lifeguards here? You're already breaking a law right now. There's no lifeguards on the premises. Someone died. Now, water parks have a duty of reasonable care to keep their park safe, which means that they must fix or warn about hazards they knew or should have known about. If they don't and someone's injured, that's premise liability negligence. Now, that's lawsuits for money if people sue CaseOh, but this can also turn into criminal charges if his conduct is beyond careless, which means he could be charged with criminal negligence or involuntary manslaughter if someone dies. There's no lifeguards on duty. When you operate a water park like this, you have to have lifeguards. So violating a law about lifeguards here could lead up to a $1,000 fine and or 6 months in jail time. Now, when it comes to this puddle on the ground, it's expected that water is going to be at a water park, but it all depends on how long this puddle has been sitting here, and CaseOh didn't clean it up in time. It looks like the person is either dead or permanently disabled. Full death one, that could be tens of millions of dollars, and CaseOh would be looking at criminal negligence charges because he doesn't have lifeguards here. What are you doing? In this next clip, Sela falls in an empty swimming pool. Let's check it out. Okay, she sent on the slide. Oh my gosh. This is crazy. The pool is not even filled fully with water. So why are there no warning signs here? How are people supposed to know they're not supposed to go in this pool? This is crazy. That person's not moving. That looks like a death. CaseOh is just murdering people left and right. What are you doing, man? We're gonna say for each death that CaseOh caused here because of negligence, the verdict's going to be approximately $10 million. Now, because CaseOh didn't do any sort of protection to warn people that this pool wasn't filled fully with water, he could be facing involuntary manslaughter charges. So on the criminal side, he could be facing up to 4 years in prison for each one of these involuntary manslaughter charges. Next up, we have the Dakota incident. Now, this one I know went pretty viral.
Why did you just jump in here knowing there's no water, ma'am? Are you serious right now?
What?
Somebody just died. Oh my God, somebody just died in the pool. I see somebody's foot. Chad,
what?
Somebody just jumped in head first and broke their neck. Somebody
oh my gosh.
Over here. They're not moving.
CaseOh, you killed another person.
There's a dead person in the pool!
Yeah, because your pool's not filled with water. That's why they're dead.
Hey, are they gonna be okay?
No, they're not gonna be okay, CaseOh.
What does your legal team have to say? Oh, there actually is a message from the legal team. The diving board is joy, not danger. Fear isn't fact. My client, the lifeguards, ensure every board is inspected, reinforced, and safe. Nobody is forced. Choice is yours. The reward is courage, laughter, and memories that outweigh any nerve.
What sort of legal team is this? That is nonsense. First of all, it's not about the diving board here. It's about the fact that you didn't warn or rope off this pool, so people at an active water park are just jumping into it. You need to have some sort of warning, some sort of blockage so that people don't go into the pool like that. CaseOh, you are definitely going to be liable for this one. If that person doesn't survive, you're looking at a wrongful death civil lawsuit. You're looking at involuntary manslaughter for a crime. Things are not looking good for you, man. No warning signs at all from CaseOh here. That's gonna be a big problem. Next up, we got a guest falling from a big slide.
The fact that some people go down the slide just fine and others don't is proof that it is user error. Like, look, this lady right here looks like she knows what she's doing, so she's gonna have no problems. Watch.
Bro, there's a lot of problems here. That person is very likely dead. It looks like they were catapulted off a 5-story slide. So there's evidence here now that CaseOh has knowledge this slide hurts people, and he continues to operate it anyway. Knowing that the slide can hurt people would elevate this to second-degree murder. We're not talking about manslaughter anymore here. We're talking about murder, which means he could be facing a $10,000 fine and up to 15 years in prison. Man, CaseOh, you're gonna need a good legal team. I don't know if I want to defend you on this one. Next up, Della and Yehuda are injured. Oh, there's a dead person next to the slide. CaseOh's not saying anything right now. There's another dead person. His slide is just killing people left and right.
I gotta go get a med kit. Why is there multiple people injured and laying dead on the ground?
Because your slide sucks. They're dead and injured on the ground because you have a slide that is defective and hurting people. You need to shut it down. I don't think a med kit is gonna help you, man. These people aren't breathing. Next up, we're gonna look at violence at the park. So when it comes to violent acts at the park, if CaseO is causing them, you're looking at both civil liability and criminal liability. We're gonna break those down. Let's start with CaseO uses a hammer on guest Cora.
What you laughing at? Is this a joke to you? You know how much money and work I put into this place? And you wanna laugh in my face? Well, guess what? You ain't welcome at the Goob Lagoon, Cora!
Whoa! Whoa, man. He just took a sledgehammer to her face.
You gonna laugh at me? I put all my hard-earned money and time into this place and you laughing!
Calm down, CaseO. Calm down. We have assault and battery with a deadly weapon here. A sledgehammer is considered a deadly weapon because it can cause serious harm. There's much more harm than your fist could cause. This also could be considered attempted murder. CaseO's looking at 10 to 25 years in prison. And if this person dies, that's murder. And CaseO is looking at life in prison. There's no argument of self-defense here. He literally hits them because they're laughing at him. Oof. You're going to jail, buddy. All right, let's look at another clip of CaseO with a hammer.
I'm gonna make an example out of you!
Whoa.
Everybody look!
Oh! What the heck? He's like on a rampage.
I'm committing a murder broad day!
All right, well, I don't think I need to tell you what crime was committed here. He just admitted to it. He's committing a murder broad day, and we have video evidence, so that's life in prison. Now we got CaseO hitting guests with a hammer over and over. This already sounds bad.
Well, there's a pervert. Where? Who's a pervert? This guy?
Oh!
And don't you ever think about coming back either. Hey, you understand me, Troy? Don't you?
Oh! 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 Whoa! He's just smashing this guy 100 times.
And stay out!
I'm assuming this guy is dead. So this is second-degree murder because CaseO appears to be acting in the heat of passion. It's not premeditated, but he goes up to this person and starts smashing him with a hammer over and over again. That's at least 15 years to life in prison. All right, next clip, CaseO hits Keanu with a baseball bat.
Get ready to die,
Whoa.
big dog. Get out of here.
Dude.
Wait. Okay, let's see if the manufacturers fixed the slot.
Yeah, the manufacturer didn't fix the slide. Your slide is still killing people, CaseO. This is battery with a deadly weapon. Just like a hammer, a bat is considered a deadly weapon. He hit that guy across the pool. The guy didn't even land in the pool. He's all the way on the other side of the park. Yeah, that is definitely some serious injuries. He's looking at least 10 to 25 years in prison. And don't forget, all of these crimes, also the people can sue. He's gonna be facing lawsuits as well. All right, next up, we're gonna look at food and sanitation. I'm guessing CaseO didn't do well at this either. First up, we have CaseO removing trash bags from the swimming pool. Oh, why is there?
I'm sorry, hold on. Ooh, that's bad. Ooh, that's bad.
That is bad. You have trash in your swimming pool, man. So health codes typically require that you keep pools sanitary. Having trash in it is definitely not sanitary. Looking at this clip, it says we are on day 7. If this has already been going on for 7 days, he could be getting the fine of $1,000 and up to 6 months in jail every day. So times that by 7. Each violation of the health code here counts as a separate offense for every day it occurs. Let's check out this next clip where Raina slips on poop. What the heck?
What you want, lemonade with ice?
Ooh, that is gross. Who's pooping on the ground?
That is gonna be a lawsuit for real.
Yeah, CaseO, that's definitely gonna be a lawsuit. You have poop on the ground. This is definitely an OSHA violation for not maintaining a safe walkway. If CaseO has repeated violations like this, it can go all the way up to $165,000 per violation. CaseO, you need to find a new job. This water park business isn't for you. We'll just move on to the next clip about a rusty toilet being cleaned.
To put in perspective how dirty this is, look at this.
Ugh. Is this why CaseO says dookie all the time? That is disgusting, man. Unsanitary bathrooms like this, that's another OSHA violation for sanitation. And if it keeps happening, or this is willful, that's up to $165,000 per violation and potential jail time. The more that this is occurring, the more likely he is to get jail time. Next up, we got CaseO throws and spreads trash.
My chest hurts, we're getting sued, my stomach hurts, I just watched somebody die. I just threw the trash all over the place. Oh my goodness, I'm about to panic.
It looks like CaseO's having a mental breakdown. So all this trash and poop is clearly unsanitary, and if there's any risk of disease being spread, CaseO could be facing a misdemeanor charge as well. So now CaseO's throwing a trash bag and misses and throws it again.
Somebody waited too long for an ice cream. Oh, you poor thing. You waited too long for an ice cream. People are dying!
What's interesting about this is he threw trash at someone and missed, and that's considered assault if they saw that trash coming at them. So even though he didn't make contact with the trash, which would be battery, the fact that he threw something at someone and put them in fear of getting hit, that would be assault. Next up, CaseOh spots many piles of trash all over the floor.
Look at the amount of disgusting trash just all over the place. I mean, oh my goodness, have some respect for the Goob Lagoon, please.
Oh my God. This is definitely a public health violation. He's intentionally throwing trash around. He's creating disgusting things on the ground. I don't even want to get into the details. It's nasty. Next up, let's look at the employee issues. In this clip, CaseOh punches an employee named Atlas. Let's check it out.
Atlas screwed up an order for a visitor. I've had it.
He just punches a guy for messing up his order. You can't do that, man. You're definitely getting sued for this. All right, this is definitely a personal injury lawsuit. This person for sure is injured. They went flying across the screen. And then you're also looking at criminal charges for battery here. So battery causing serious injury is up to 4 years in prison. CaseOh's also gonna get sued here for harassment of his employees. So now we have personal injury lawsuit, we have an employment lawsuit, and we have criminal charges. This might be the worst boss I've ever seen. In this next clip, CaseOh bullies an employee named River.
River screwed up an order for a visitor?
What is he gonna do to his employee? What the? Bro just pushes his employees for messing up an order? That's not the way you handle stuff, okay? You need to write up a warning. You don't just go physically hit your employees. You're gonna get sued for that. This sort of conduct is not allowed. You're definitely gonna get sued, and your place is gonna get shut down if you keep doing this to your employees. River could be suing for pain and suffering, for all the emotional distress that CaseOh puts him through. I mean, I'm getting stressed out just watching this. You're not gonna be able to afford the lawsuit you're about to get. Now CaseOh is hurting River again? What's about to happen here?
Yo, River.
Oh, he's got a taser. What the? He's taunting him.
Oh, he knows what's up.
River ran away from him. Oh my gosh. This employee probably has PTSD from how many times CaseOh has hurt him. He's just trying to avoid CaseOh at all costs. I don't blame him.
River, you've been doing real good recently, and I'm gonna give you an extra $100 on your paycheck if you let me do this right here, okay? Yeah, you can do it, boss. Okay, let's go.
What? Okay, he did not consent to that, CaseOh. That's battery with a deadly weapon. You can't just pretend to hear a voice in your head that said they consented. Without that consent, you're definitely getting criminal charges here. And tased him again! Oh my gosh, River just did like a breakdance move. He does not look okay, man. I think he needs to find a new job. A taser is a deadly weapon. That's 2 to 4 years in prison and a felony. Now CaseOh's using a taser on Adrian and River, and I feel bad for River, man. Well, I don't feel that bad because he's definitely gonna win a lot of money from CaseOh.
What are y'all doing in here? What are y'all doing?
Oh my gosh. He's just tasering his staff. What type of sick, demented mind does this guy have? CaseOh, what's wrong with you? So that's 2 counts of battery with a deadly weapon. 2 to 4 years in prison for each count. So we're looking at 4 to 8 years right here for tasering his employees. And oh man, are they gonna sue him. They're gonna sue him for personal injury, for emotional distress, unsafe work environment. The list goes on and on. CaseOh, you better be saving some money for your lawyers. Call me. All right, so we got some more clips here supposedly showing CaseOh's negligence. What could go wrong that hasn't already?
You're the first person! Good luck!
Oh my gosh. I think she just cracked her spine. If this is the first person to go down this slide, why didn't he test this out before to make sure people wouldn't get injured? I don't know how she gets back up after that. This looks like negligence. He should have made sure that these slides were safe before installing them, and definitely don't use humans as your first test. This is also very reckless. I think he should be charged with criminal negligence here as well. If this person is severely injured, that's 1 to 10 years in prison. Now, normally just watching someone getting injured isn't gonna get you into criminal trouble, but he owns this park, and he should know whether his rides are safe or not, and not put people down a slide that could crack their spine in half. All right, so CaseOh watches a guest get hurt going down the slide backward and upside down, I guess? I don't know, we'll see. What? What the?
See the way he slowly sunk into the... Guess what? He can't do nothing about that in the court of law. You want to know why? Because he went down the slide backwards and upside down. You're not allowed to do that. GG.
Oh, he can do something about that in a court of law. You could definitely face liability here because you're not giving proper warning or instructions to the customers using the slide. Even though you're saying you're not allowed to go down upside down on the slide, I don't see any signs warning customers that they can't do that. You need to make sure you have an employee at the top of the slide that ensures that everyone is going down the proper way and being safe. Now, this customer could be somewhat at fault, but you're still gonna face a lawsuit and probably have to pay some money. He can sue you. So now Queso realizes River is drowning and uses a taser on people in the pool.
Oh no, we have a drowning customer. Hang on.
All right, Queso's doing the right
Stay
thing.
with me, Rip.
He's trying to save him.
Wait, is this a taser? I thought I had.
Oh no.
I just killed everybody in that.
All right, now we're looking at mass murder. He just killed everyone in the pool. We've got 3 counts of murder here. Queso's going away for life. Depending on where he lives, a death penalty could happen here. Intentionally killing people with a taser, that's murder. I guess he could argue that he didn't know that the taser in the water would electrocute everyone, but most people know that. I think his defense is weak. He's coming off more as a psychopath. Next, Queso watches a guest fall from the slide.
Oh Lordy! Oh! Oh Lord, sir! Sir! Oh my God!
I don't know why he has this slide on his water park. People keep dying on it. This slide needs to be shut down. The fact that he knows this is killing people means that he's gonna get charged with at least 2nd-degree murder. You're looking at 15 years to life. This is the scariest water park I've ever seen. It's important to note that we only covered a fraction of the actual chaos that happened here. Reviewing every single incident would take hours, but we do have access to the park's daily reports. And from that, we can estimate the overall damage and liability. So based on my analysis on all of these injuries and the 22 deaths that occurred, we're looking at $399.9 million in damages. But we're not done yet. We have to add the employment lawsuits that Queso's gonna get, and I saw at least 2 of them, which means that Queso will at least owe another $400,000 until more people come forward. And trust me, I think there's a lot more. Then you have to add the health code violations, which are $1,000 per day, and the OSHA violations, which are around $165,000 per incident. And we're not done yet. We have to add up the crimes. For the crimes, we got criminal negligence, battery with a deadly weapon, involuntary manslaughter, and 2nd-degree murder. Final verdict, Queso owes over $400 million in damages and has close to a 3,000-year prison sentence. Guilty. Queso, loved reacting to you playing this game. Everyone should watch more of this series.